Assalamu alaikum, guys. Good morning. It's 10:48. I'm out here at the beach slash park. What would you call this? I don't know. But I decided to make this coming here part of my routine because remember I told you guys previously in my other vlog that I was feeling stressed and all that. And I forget to take time, you guys. I forget to relax. I forget to pause because it's a lot. It's a lot. So I decided to come out here, and I'm going to start doing that every Saturday or Sunday, one of those days when my sister comes. I told you guys my sister comes for me on Saturdays and Sundays and gives me about 3 to 4 hours of break. And I said to myself, you know what? I can't go on the way I usually go on. That's not healthy. So I need to go to a place where number one, exercising, I'm getting the body going, and moving the body so that I just relax more. And number two, go to areas where it's just, you can feel the breeze, you can feel, feel the grass with your feet, your bare feet, and just all that is part of just, I don't know, it's good for the soul, it's good for the body. So anyways, I'm gonna open the vlog here and wanted to tell you guys assalamu alaikum and welcome. Assalamu alaikum, guys. We're at Creamy.
It'll be 2807. Thank you.
We're at Krispy Kreme. I haven't picked up the camera. My voice is almost gone. I haven't picked up the camera until now, but
Here you go. And then we'll be right out with your drink. Here you are.
thank you. So yeah, we got the Krispy Kreme.
Have a good night.
Thank you. She said Merry Christmas.
Yeah, but Usman said that you could say...
I could say Happy
too.
Holidays.
No.
Or you too.
You too.
I was saying Happy Holidays, right?
Because
Well,
Usman had to talk about it like years ago.
yeah.
Where they asked him, hey, what do you do when someone says Merry Christmas? Do you say Happy Holidays? And Usman goes, I just say, hey, thank you, you too.
Thank you, you too. I used to say thank you. But anyways, what was I saying? So we went out to eat, and from there I rushed back home, grabbed the kids, and I went over to my cousin's house because we had a family member coming over from a different state, and she let us know last minute, and I haven't seen her for almost 20 years. So I really wanted to see her, so we just rushed there. So we hang out with her and we stay there for a while, and that's pretty much what I did. And I came back inside the car and I decided, I felt like eating Krispy Kreme. But you're wondering, why am I wearing different niqab? Because look at mine. This is like yogurt. My son grabbed it and literally just he spilled yogurt, a little bit of yogurt on the floor. He grabbed my niqab and started just like trying to clean it up, right? So luckily I had an extra niqab in my car. I always carry an extra niqab everywhere I go, and I'm glad I did. But I don't think it goes well together. I don't know. Bismillah. And right now, I think we're just gonna head home, and I'm gonna do some editing, but I just thought maybe I should just open I start recording or something, because I haven't picked up the camera at all. And I'm just gonna enjoy my Krispy Kreme. What else did we get? I got myself hot, what was it? Caramel. Did I pick the caramel? The caramel latte. So yeah, take a bite because I'm loving this. I wish it was a little warm though. You want some? I feel like these go together, no? Maybe not. I don't know. Oh my God. Drinking coffee around 7:15. Okay. Okay. I feel like it's a bit strong. It's fine. Yeah, it's 7:15. We're gonna head home. I'm gonna use that time to edit. I haven't posted for 5 days, you guys. I try to post at least 2 to 3 days, every 2 to 3 days. And but this time I didn't do that, so that's fine. Some days are hectic and it's crazy, and I can barely like pick up the camera. Or I do pick up the camera, but I can't edit because a lot is happening. So, but today I am gonna have to dedicate about an hour or so to edit and see what I can, put together based on what I have recorded for you guys, inshallah. But I hope you guys are enjoying these vlogs. I haven't done a sit-down video for a while. I would say about 2 weeks, right? I have not. Here's the thing. Vlogging is a lot easier because you could just pick up the camera and just kind of show what's happening around you, and just kind of capture little scenes from your life and kind of put it together, right? And just kind of plan out a little bit so it's smooth. But I find it a lot easier than to actually prepare a topic, kind of write it down, clean it up, and trying to memorize some words and sit down and hopefully you hit every point, right? So I find vlogging to be a lot much easier. What do you guys think? Like, do you guys like the vlogging style or the sit-down videos? Guys, so it's Thursday, 1 a.m. I'm still up from yesterday. I honestly had to like look at the time and see if I'm still, if it's still what is it, Wednesday, or if it's the next day. I don't know, but I decided to stay up a little later only because I have not been catching up with my daily Quran. I decided for a while ago that every 3 days I'll try to finish Al-Baqarah, and it's been a while honestly since I've actually picked up the Quran and sit down and read. So I decided to just kind of stay up a little bit and try to at least finish that first juz. I've read about up to 20 pages from Al-Baqarah, so I don't know how many pages are left until that first juz. So I don't know, but I need to get on it and finish it, because the days that I do not pick up the Quran, I can see a difference in my life. Wallahi. It's crazy. I would feel a little more stressed than usual. Things won't run smoothly, right? So, and I specifically decided to finish Al-Baqarah every 3 days just because the things that I have seen, subhanallah, may Allah protect us. May Allah protect us. You will be protected from the jinns and possession and all these things. I have personally have witnessed cases like that in person. It didn't happen to me, but I have seen. It's a very scary thing to witness, I'll say that. And so this is what I need to continue doing. I've promised myself every 3 days, at least every 3 days, I need to get it done. And yeah, I urge you guys to get on that as well. Wallahi, just start picking up the Quran. You will see a difference in your life. You will just feel a lot at peace, right? Like, and things will run very smoothly. Things, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I wish you guys can feel it. If you don't know how to read the Quran, that's fine. Still listen to it. Try to turn on the Quran every day, at least for 30 minutes or so. Yeah, make it part of your daily routine, inshallah. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get on that. But I also want to mention the app that I use. I think it's called Attaining. Yeah, that's the app that I use. And the reason why I mentioned that is because I don't always use my Quran. This is my personal Quran that I read daily. But I don't have this with me all the time. But I have my phone with me every single time. And what I wanted was something that is similar to my Quran, because this is color-coded Quran. And you know, it's really, really beneficial for us non-Arabic speakers who, you know, hardly can read the Quran in tajweed. And so this will really help you figure out when you know how to properly recite the Quran in tajweed. And I have that app only because I can, you know, open up, finish my, you know, daily Quran recitation if I didn't get the chance to finish it at the house. So go ahead and download that, you guys. But you could download any other app, Quranic app, but that's the one I'm using right now. And it's not sponsored or anything. This is just to help you guys, inshallah. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this, and after that, I think I'm just gonna try to go to sleep, because I don't want to mess with my fajr, right? I've been having a little hard time lately, and that's because I'm up at night and I'm not supposed to. But I was thinking about cleaning afterwards, but I think I'm just gonna let the house be dirty, whatever. I'll just get up and clean in the morning when I get the chance. But now I'm just gonna, after this, just go to sleep and do my du'as. And أخذنا ميثاقكم ورفعنا فوقكم الطور خذوا ما آتيناكم بقوة واسمعوا قالوا سمعنا وعصينا وأشربوا في قلوبهم العجل بكفرهم قل بئس ما يأمركم به إيمانكم إن كنتم مؤمنين قل إن كانت لكم الدار الآخرة عند الله خالصة من دون الناس فتمنوا الموت إن كنتم صادقين ولن يتمنوه أبدا بما قدمت أيديهم والله عليم بالظالمين ولتجدنهم أحرص الناس على حياة ومن الذين أشركوا يود أحدهم لو يعمر 1000 سنة وما هو بمزحزحه من العذاب أن يعمر والله بصير بما يعملون قل من كان عدوا لجبريل فإنه نزله على قلبك بإذن الله مصدقا لما بين يديه وهدى وبشرى للمؤمنين من كان عدوا لله وملائكته ورسله وجبريل وميكال فإن الله عدو للكافرين واتبعوا ما تتلو الشياطين على ملك سليمان وما كفر سليمان ولكن الشياطين كفروا يعلمون الناس السحر وما أنزل على الملكين ببابل هاروت وماروت وما يعلمان من أحد حتى يقولا إنما نحن فتنة فلا تكفر فيتعلمون منهما ما يفرقون به بين المرء وزوجه وما هم بضارين به من أحد إلا بإذن الله ويتعلمون ما يضرهم ولا ينفعهم ولقد علموا لمن اشتراه ما له في الآخرة من خلاق ولبئس ما شروا به أنفسهم لو كانوا يعلمون. Inshallah, I ask all of us to memorize the Quran. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us the ability to do so before we pass away from this earth. That would mean the world to me, honestly, to be given that opportunity. I think it's such a huge blessing. And I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect our Muslim brothers and sisters suffering around the world, especially in Palestine, in Sudan, and all the Muslims around the world. They're really, really suffering. Yeah, so inshallah, Allah will protect us. And I am going to go to sleep. Pray for me so that I can just go to sleep without having to wake up in the middle of the night, if you know what I mean. If you're a mom, you know what I'm talking about.
Inshallah ta'ala, I'm now going to go into the first reason or the first means to attain that expanded chest, to attain that self-motivation, that dedication, that drive, that passion, and that tranquility and enthusiasm. The first is Tawheedullah wa ikhlasu deen lahu. Sincerity. Singling Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala in the good that you do, the righteous deeds, the ibadat, everything, singling Him in it, subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wallahi, brothers and sisters, when you just surrender yourself to Allah and you give in, as a slave should, the heart just finds tranquility. This distress and anxiety and depression a lot of people go through is because they are burdening their hearts and their minds with that which they should have surrendered to Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. That which they should have done for Allah. Yani, a person does a favor for someone. He doesn't do it for Allah's sake. He does it so this person can repay them back, or so that this person can praise you. And then the person doesn't get what they wanted, because that's why they did it initially, right? So they don't get what they did it for. They don't get it. So they become saddened and heartbroken, and they get hurt by what people say. Why? Because that's why they did it initially. And because that was the reason they did it, they feel like their action was waste of time, waste of energy. But if you did it for Allah's sake, subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that's who you were trying to attain His face, you were doing this for Allah alone, what this person says to you really doesn't bother you. What would bother you is if Allah doesn't accept it from you. Allah says to us in the Quran, إِنَّمَا نُطْعِمُكُمْ لِوَجْهِ اللَّهِ إِنَّمَا نُطْعِمُكُمْ لِوَجْهِ اللَّهِ لَا نُرِيدُ مِنْكُمْ جَزَاءً وَلَا شُكُورًا إِنَّا نَخَافُ مِنْ رَبِّنَا يَوْمًا عَبُوسًا قَمْطَرِيرًا. The righteous people, they say when they feed the ones in need, when they do things for people, they say to them, إِنَّمَا نُطْعِمُكُمْ لِوَجْهِ اللَّهِ. We're doing all of this for Allah's sake. إِنَّمَا نُطْعِمُكُمْ لِوَجْهِ اللَّهِ لَا نُرِيدُ مِنْكُمْ جَزَاءً وَلَا شُكُورًا. We don't want reward from you. We don't want you to show us gratitude. We are scared of the day we meet Allah. إِنَّا نَخَافُ مِنْ رَبِّنَا يَوْمًا عَبُوسًا قَمْطَرِيرًا. Brothers, try this, inshallah. Please, be sincere what you do. No one can really get to you. Follow this ayah. وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. I did not create the jinn or the ins except to worship me. Do it for Allah's sake alone, subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَأَنَّ الْمَسَاجِدَ لِلَّهِ فَلَا تَدْعُوا مَعَ اللَّهِ أَحَدًا وَمَا أُمِرُوا إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ مُخْلِصِينَ لَهُ الدِّينَ. All of those verses which talk about singling Allah in the act of worship that you do. Wallahi, brothers, when you come with that sincerity, you have now disconnected yourself from the creation. You've connected yourself with a great one, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You're on another level. You're not waiting for this petty stuff that the humans can do for you. Your connection is on a higher level. It's with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And guess what you receive from there? You're more motivated now, because the one you're pleasing is Allah, and you know Allah is not ungrateful, so you have more passion. You become more driven. You become more enthusiastic. But when you do favors for human beings and you're doing it so they can repay you back, you lose that momentum. You lose that drive. And you're no longer. So you become what, brothers and sisters? You fall into humum wal ghumum. Al-humum wal ghumum wal mukaddirat. You become saddened, heartbroken. I did this for my sister, and this is what she said to me. She was ungrateful to what I did for her. The reason to that is because maybe you did it so they can repay you back. Maybe you wanted those praise from her. Some people, they say, when they give someone something, they say, hey, what should you say to me? Say thank you, okay? That's a person who wants that. And when he doesn't get that, he feels a certain way. And this causes your heart to be tight. And then it makes things hard for you. So what is the solution here? The solution here is stick to Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. Because Allah tabarak wa ta'ala told us in the Quran, إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُضِيعُ أَجْرَ مَنْ أَحْسَنَ عَمَلًا. Allah does not forsake the one who does something for him subhanahu wa ta'ala. Connect yourself with your Lord, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and He will give it to you at a time, in a place greater than this